The work we do on the creative engagement team, creative is part of the name, but it's not just about creativity, it's about problem solving.
The reason to have a creative engagement group or function at the firm is because we're trying to create a different culture here.
I think our team's mission would be to help hire amazing people and keep them here.
I like to think of creative engagement as sort of culture carriers for the firm.
As the firm gets bigger too, and we have multiple offices, I think that's really important. We're keeping the culture consistent, even as we grow.
When I talk to people who have just joined Jane Street, they're often surprised that we have a creative team internally. But when I point to all the tangible things around the office, at the events, clothing that people are wearing, I think it becomes really apparent how important this team is and how it connects all of us across departments and teams and offices really together.
People are really invested in the success of the creative projects that we're doing, which is just a breath of fresh air, and I think it's really nice to know that what we're working on matters.
We get to work on so many different types of things and different types of projects, primarily with recruiting and what we look like when we go on campuses and when we attend career fairs. We're designing t-shirts and other really cool swag. We also get to work on pretty cool projects throughout the office.
There is so much thought that goes into every step of the process for one project. Even producing something as simple as a t-shirt involves so many people from a lot of departments across the firm. We're very thoughtful and intentional about what we produce so that it has the best reflection of Jane Street and the people and the culture here.
We're not mathematicians, and we're really not necessarily the kind of people that you think would be at a finance firm, but we're able to sort of all think creatively, and we can learn pretty quickly.
At some point or another, you're gonna be kind of touched by some work that the creative engagement team has done, whether that's from the first moment that you interact with Jane Street. That could be at a career fair, that could be out at an event, a conference maybe, or maybe you're just seeing a video on YouTube, or you're solving a puzzle on our website. Probably that first moment was created by someone in creative engagement.
One of the first steps, recognizing where we need to ask questions and get input from our core audience, which happen to be mostly our colleagues, right? We're working to create items and experiences that will draw new people into Jane Street. So a lot of it is about both generating ideas with our coworkers and then getting feedback from them in that process and really verifying that what we've made is working.
We have access to traders and developers and recruiters and people who are working on different things than us, and we can leverage their minds to help us create the best version of whatever it is that we're working on, whether it be an event, a design, a website page.
And it is a two-way process. We have an idea and then we come up with some proposals and we go back and forth and refine it until we have something that's really exciting.
There are a lot of roles within the creative engagement team that differ across offices as well, so that allows for a lot of collaboration. Everyone is always really encouraging. I'm never afraid to give my input or my opinions.
I feel like it really helps me do much better work. I always get many sets of eyes on what I'm doing, and the end product usually is something that's much better than it would have been otherwise.
What I love about working here is that people are so approachable. I can easily go down to the trading floor and say, hey, can someone teach me this math concept? I'm trying to design a shirt around it. And I have 4 people who are all really excited and willing to help me do so.
People even come to us with ideas sometimes of things they want to see be created, which means that everybody is kind of constantly thinking about projects.
We're able to really see our ideas in action, whether that be kind of around us at the office or in the videos that we make and in the other content that we have for new joiners.
One of the coolest things about working here has been watching this team grow over the years and just watching it expand into so many different creative areas that I never really imagined.
I think it's very rare to find a place where every contribution, no matter what your role is and what position you're in, is extremely valued and supported.
We're still scratching the surface of all of the cool things we could build. So it's exciting to think about where we've come from, where we are now, and even where we're still going.